Hello and welcome to VLearn Virtual Learning Network. This is session number 14 of Hindi 1. Topics to be covered in this session are Sambandh Bodhak, that means prepositions, and Vismay Adi Bodhak, that means interjections. We all know what prepositions are. Prepositions are the words which tell us about the position and direction of the subject and object and the relation between the subject and object. Interjections are the words which are the sudden outburst emotions of us. They are our sudden emotions that are outbursts at the moment. They do not carry any meaning, but they are the words that we use to express the emotions. So, these two topics that are included in parts of speech, we are going to discuss them here today in this session, which are very important for you to learn in order to learn the Hindi well. The Hindi language is very important. If you know how to use these parts of speech well in your language, you will be able to speak and write it properly. You can understand Hindi well if you know how to use these parts of speech well. So first, let us start with prepositions. ऐसे शब्द जो संज्ञा या सर्वनाम का किसी दूसरे शब्द के साथ संबंध प्रदर्शित करता है उसे संबंध बोधक कहते हैं. I told you about paribhasha, that means definition. The definition will be somewhat like this. ऐसे शब्द, that means those words जो संज्ञा या सर्वनाम, we have already studied about संज्ञा and सर्वनाम in the previous sessions. संज्ञा noun and सर्वनाम pronouns. So those words in which nouns or pronouns establish a relationship with other words, these words are known as prepositions. So जो संज्ञा या सर्वनाम का किसी दूसरे शब्द, that means some other word के साथ संबंध प्रदर्शित करता है, that means establish a relationship between noun or pronoun with some other word, those words are known as prepositions. So those words which include noun or pronoun, in which noun and pronoun creates a relation, establish a relation with other words, they are known as sambandh bodhak, that is preposition. Now let us study them with an example also. The English definition for preposition is somewhat like this. A preposition links a noun, pronoun and phrases to other words in a sentence. So similarly, I told you as in Hindi, same function is here. Preposition is doing what work? It is linking, establishing a relation between what? Noun, pronoun and phrases with other words in a sentence. So it establishes a relation like links between noun, pronoun and phrases to other words in a sentence. There are certain other words also in a sentence along with noun, pronouns and phrases. So preposition creates a link between them. Now let us study them with an example here. किसान खेत में है. उदाहरण, that is examples. किसान खेत में है. The farmer is in the fields. किसान खेत में है, that means farmer. Kisan is farmer. Khet means fields. May, that is in. For in we use may. So it is creating, in is the preposition here, because it is creating a relation, it is establishing a relation between farmer and fields. Where is the farmer? Farmer is in the fields. In means within the fields, you can understand, as you can see in the picture. Kisan khet mein hai. Kisan is farmer, khet fields, mein that means he is in the fields. Mein is the preposition here, because the two words kisan and khet, that is farmer and fields, they are joined with mein. What is a relation? It is establishing a relation that farmer is within the fields, he is in the fields. राम दुकान की ओर जा रहा है. What is a preposition here? Ram is going towards the shop. Towards is what? उसकी ओर. Ram is going towards the shop. Ram going, that is jana. Towards, that means उसकी ओर. Shop, that means दुकान. So Ram is going towards the shop. What will be the preposition here? Towards, because it is creating a link between Ram and shop. Where is Ram going? Towards the shop. So towards, or in Hindi, ki or, that means towards. Ram, dukaan, that means shop. Ki or, that means towards. Ja raha hai, that means is going. So what will be the preposition here? Ki or, that means creating a link between Ram and dukaan, that is Ram and shop. वह पंखे के नीचे सो रहा है. Pankha is what? Fan. He is sleeping under the fan. So what is the relation here? Under. He is sleeping under the fan. Under means नीचे. वह पंखे के नीचे सो रहा है. So where is the person sleeping? Under the fan. So creating a link between he and fan. So two words, that is pronoun, and other words are linked with under. That means उसके नीचे. He is sleeping under the fan. वह पंखे के नीचे सो रहा है. उसके नीचे, that means under. Sona is sleeping. Pankha is fan. वह, that means he. So वह पंखे के नीचे सो रहा है. नीचे, that is telling the position. किताब मेज पर रखी है. Books are on the table. Books are on the table. Books are what? Kitab. Maze, table. Where are books? Books are on the table. So it is on. Preposition is on. Creating a link between books and table. Kitab, maze, that means books and table. Creating a link by on. Maze par rakhi hai. So par is the preposition here. Where it is kept? On the table, that means maze par. Par is the preposition, sambandh bodhak here. because it is creating a link between kitab and maze. मोर बाग में नाच रहा है. Peacock is dancing where? In the garden. So, what is creating the link between peacock and garden? In. Where is peacock dancing? In the garden. In is what? Preposition. मोर बाग में नाच रहा है. Peacock is dancing in the garden. So creating a link between more and bag. More is peacock, bag is garden, may that means in. So peacock is dancing in the garden. Peacock is dancing in the garden. In is a preposition and Hindi may is a preposition. May means in, because creating a link between more and bag, that is peacock and garden. घर के पीछे खेत हैं. House that means घर. खेत that means fields. Fields are behind the house. So what is creating link between house and fields? What is the relation? That fields are behind the house. House is in front and fields are behind that. So what is the relation? They are behind it. घर के पीछे खेत है. Fields are behind the house. के पीछे that is behind. So creating link between घर and खेत. घर house, खेत fields. So creating a link between घर and खेत, that is fields and house. वह बाजार के सामने खड़ा है. He is standing in front of the market. So what is the link here? Where is he standing? In front of the market. So what is the link between he and market? That he is standing where? In front of it. वह बाजार के सामने खड़ा है. Where is he standing? उसके सामने. That is in front of it. बाजार is market. खड़ा है that is standing. He that means वह. So he is standing in front of the market. Market is bazaar. Standing khada. He is standing in front of the market. वह बाजार के सामने खड़ा है. के सामने that is in front of. So creating the link, establishing a relationship between the two. Now these were all prepositions where you have studied that they create a link between the two things or the noun pronoun with the other words in a sentence. So they are working as a word which establish a relationship. They create a sambandh. Sambandh is relation. After prepositions, we are going to learn about interjections. Interjections, as I told you in the beginning, I told you that interjections are the words which do not carry any specific meaning. They are just the words which are the outburst of emotions. Like hooray, yee, wow, hey, we. These all words do not carry specific meanings. They are just our emotions. Let us understand with their paribhasha, that is definition. जिन शब्दों से हर्ष, शोक, विस्मय, ग्लानि, घृणा, लज्जा आदि भाव प्रकट होते हैं, वे विस्मय आदि बोधक कहलाते हैं. One specific thing that is to be understood here is they are most probably used in the beginning of the sentence and they always carry an exclamation mark after the word. As you can see in hooray, ye, hey, exclamation mark is always followed after it. And they are usually used in the beginning of the sentence. What does the paribhasha or the definition say here? That the words which express either sadness, happiness, surprise, or hatred, love, insult, or any other feeling, these all words which express these kind of feelings and do not carry any special meaning, any specific meaning, but they are used just to express these emotions. These words are called Vismay Adi Bodhak. Jin Shabdon, that means those words in which harsh, happiness, shok, sadness, vismay, surprise, grina, hatred, lajja, insulting, these all bhav are emotions in which we get to know all these emotions, वे विस्मय आदि बोधक कहलाते हैं. They are known as interjections. In Hindi we call them as विस्मय आदि बोधक. As I told you, an interjection, or these are also sometimes called as exclamation. As I told you, we always follow exclamation mark after these words. So they are sometimes also called exclamation because we exclaim these sentences as a part of our emotion. They are the words used to express an emotion or sentiment. So these words always, do not carry any meaning. I told you they are not used in regular day-to-day sentences. They are just used in the case in which we want to express our emotion or sentiment along with the meaning. So you can say an interjection is a word that expresses strong feelings or emotions. We just want to express our strong feeling that we are feeling very happy or very sad or we are very surprised. They come automatically from us. But sometimes we have to use them in the case when we have certain special feelings, strong feelings or emotions. They are usually used at the beginning of a sentence. I told you they are usually used or they are often placed at the beginning of the sentence. And in writing, an interjection is typically followed by an exclamation mark. While speaking, when we are sad or we are in pain, ouch, we say. Oh, when we see something very sad. Oh no. Hey, for happiness we use. Sometimes we come out automatically with these emotions. But while writing, they are usually placed at the beginning of the sentence. And in writing, they are typically followed by an exclamation mark, as you can see here in the examples. Gosh, yee, ouch, oh, oops, wow, hey, oh no. Let us understand these with few more examples here so that you can learn them better. For happiness, we have certain words that express the happiness. Harsh Bodhak. Harsh Bodhak are what words? Harsh is happiness. So Harsh Bodhak are what words? Harsh Bodhak are the words that expresses our happiness. When we are happy, aha. When we are happy, we say aha. Vah vah. If somebody has done very good, we are very happy, we say vah vah. Shabash. So these are few words. Along with that, there are many more words. It is not restricted to these words only, but I am giving you examples of few words so that you can understand. Harsh Bodhak means happiness. For happiness, we use certain words like aha, vah vah, shabash. So these are the words used for happiness. Aha, vah vah, shabash. Sadness. Sadness are what words which expresses sadness? That is Shok Bodhak. Shok Bodhak. Shok is sad, something sad. So Bodhak means that expresses Shok. So Shok Bodhak. Shok is sadness. Ah, hi, Bapre. Ah, out of sad, you heard something very sad, something about death or something wrong things. Hi, or maybe you are very sad after knowing something. Bapre. Sometimes you say this like this also. As in English, we have E, O. So similarly, we have ah. Hi, that means oh my God. Bapre. So it means oh God, somewhat like that. Sometimes we, out of sadness, the emotions of sadness, we use these kind of words as interjections. They come automatically. Ah, hi, Bapre. For surprise, when you get surprise, oh ho, hai, are. These you must have heard from somebody who talks in Hindi well. You must have heard these kind of words. When the person is in surprise, he say like that, oh my God, hai, I don't believe it. Hai is when you are surprised that, oh, I don't believe it. Are, is that so? I can't believe it. So, Vismay Adi Bodhak. Vismay is surprise. Out of shock, out of surprise, you feel very surprised that, oh, this kind of things also happen. Hai, are. These are the emotions when they come out when we are in surprise. Vismay Adi Bodhak. Vismay is surprise. Tiraskar Bodhak. When we don't like anything, we hate it, we dislike, we really don't like it. Chi chi. Oh my God, there is so much of dirt. Hut. Or maybe some dog or a dog who is very untidy or something. We say hut. That is get away. Dik. Oh my God, that is very bad. That is very untidy. That is really not good. So out of hatred or disliking, we sometimes say these kind of words. Tiraskar is sometimes disliking or insulting sometimes. Chi chi. My God. Is it like that? Is he like that? Chi chi. Hut. Dik. And these are the words we use for showing our disliking, hatred or very bad things or insulting things sometimes. Swikriti Bodhak. That is when you accept it. You want to accept somebody's opinion, somebody's gift, anything that you just want to accept. Swikriti is acceptance. So Swikriti is acceptance. That means we are accepting somebody's opinion, somebody's important things we are accepting at that time. That is, the words we use for acceptance is अच्छा, okay. अच्छा is for okay. ठीक है, that means it's okay, I'll follow it. जी हाँ, that means yes. Of course, yes. So you are accepting somebody's opinion and somebody's talks. You are in favor of that. You are accepting it. These words we use for acceptance. अच्छा, ठीक, जी हाँ. स्वीकृति is acceptance. अच्छा, ठीक, जी हाँ. That means okay, I am accepting. Okay, you are right. जी हाँ, that means yes, you are right. ठीक is okay again. And these are the words for showing your acceptance. Sambodhan bodhak. Sambodhan is when you want to address somebody. You want to call somebody or you want to address somebody that, oh, please listen to me. Hello. Aji. Are. You don't know that person's name. You say, Are, just listen to me. Aji is for some elder person. You don't know the person's name. We use Aji. That means, oh, please can you listen to me? Hello. The person is stranger. You call him by hello. Just, I want to ask you something. So these are the words when you don't know the name and you want to address. When you want to address some elder, so you say Aji, Are or Hello. Hello, I want to talk to you. Hello. In this way, we use these kind of words as the words for addressing somebody. Sambodhan is addressing. Are, Aji, Hello. Ashirvad bodhak. Ashirvad bodhak, that is, you want to give blessings to somebody. You just want to say Dirghayu. That means you must have a long life. May you have a long life and God bless you. Jeete raho, that is God bless you. So you want to bless somebody. The person has, out of respect, maybe he has shown some respect to you. For in Indians we touch the feet of elders as a symbol of respect. So in that case, elders give them blessings like these. Dirghayu ho, that is, you may live long. Jeete raho, that is, God bless you. Ashirvad is blessing. Ashirvad bodhak is blessing. So this is Ashirvad bodhak, that is, the person is giving blessings. Dirghayu ho, jeete raho. So this was all about the session in which we have learnt prepositions and interjections. Prepositions are the words that links noun, pronoun and phrases with other words in a sentence. They establish a relationship between the other words and nouns, pronouns in a sentence. And along with that, we have studied about interjections, which are, these words do not carry any specific meaning, but they are just to show sudden emotions. They are automatically outbursts when we are talking, but in writing, we show them with the exclamation mark, and they are usually kept in the beginning of the sentence. They are usually placed in the beginning of the sentence. We have studied different emotions and how we use these words in different emotions. They automatically come out. We don't need to learn them. They automatically come out, outburst. So this is all about this session in which we have studied about preposition, interjections. Many more things still to be learned. We learn more things in the next few sessions. That is all for this session by now. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Happy learning. We learning.